A brilliant researcher created a device that can catch clouds, but it broke, and a real catastrophe began in the city. It's Paw Patrol in the movies. Let's go! A truck is racing through Adventure Bay. The driver, named Gauze, is drinking soda and suddenly notices a small turtle on the road. He sharply turns the steering wheel, the car skids, and it ends up on the very edge of a huge bridge. The truck is about to fall into the water. Captain Pulpus floats below. He notices that the driver is in serious trouble and immediately calls the Paw Patrol. This is a team of super puppies who always come to the rescue in a difficult situation. Marshall, Rubble, Racer, Rocky, Zuma, and Sky. They are led by a young guy named Ryder. The brave puppies arrive at the bridge and block the traffic. Using his tools, the racer lowers himself into the driver's cabin. The man is very angry that some puppy came to save him. Despite his small size, the racer manages to pull the driver out of the car and use a long rope to lift him onto the bridge. The rescue operation is a success. But wait, it's not over yet. Gasoline is leaking from the car. The puppies panic, but it turns out it's not gasoline at all, but maple syrup. You can mop it up with waffles, pancakes, and croutons. But the most important thing is that the turtle is safe. And Ryder and Racer return the baby to her family. At the same time, in the neighboring city of Adventures, an impudent guy throws trash on the floor in the subway. A dog named Liberty notices this and makes the impudent fellow clean up after himself. Liberty gets off at her station and learns that the Paw Patrol's main enemy, Mayor Humdinger, has been elected the new city chief. However, he was the only candidate. This man hates dogs, but loves cats. The new mayor talks about his plans. He wants to get rid of libraries, museums, and dog parks. Liberty doesn't like this at all. She calls the Paw Patrol and asks the pups to save the city from such a terrible mayor. Everyone is ready to go, and only Racer refuses to go. It turns out that many years ago he was thrown out on the street in the city of Adventures, and the poor thing had to do everything to survive. Luckily, he was saved by Ryder. The boy tries to support Racer and asks him not to leave the team. All the puppies pack their things and get on the bus. They dance and have fun, eat lunch, and enjoy the trip. Meanwhile, Mayor Humdinger comes to a genius scientist named Kendra Wilson and complains that because of the rain, he has to cancel his fireworks show. Kendra shows him an amazing device called the Cloud Catcher that can disperse the clouds. Mayor Humdinger immediately orders Kendra to clear the sky of clouds. The dream catcher really does suck in all the clouds, and the streets of the city become sunny again. Meanwhile, the Paw Patrol finally arrives in Adventure City and settles into their new headquarters at the very top of one of the skyscrapers. There is everything the puppies need for work, and also lots of tasty bones. Later in the evening, Mayor Humdinger launches hundreds of bright fireworks into the sky. It's incredibly beautiful. However, soon they start flying in all directions and destroying everything around them. The Paw Patrol sees that the city is in danger, and all team members immediately put on special equipment. The racer gets into his new police car and speeds through the city streets. Marshall drives a fire truck, and Sky has a helicopter. But there's a problem. The puppies soon get stuck in a huge traffic jam in their cars. Liberty shows up and shows them a detour to City Hall. Upon seeing the Paw Patrol, Mayor Humdinger immediately runs away with his kittens. Marshall puts out fireworks with his fire hydrants and water cannons. Rocky clears burning trash from the road. And Racer saves people who are stuck in their homes. Unfortunately, Racer fails to complete his part of the mission, but Marshall comes to his aid. The city is saved. The news reports that the Paw Patrol are real superheroes. Now everyone loves them. Furious, Mayor Humdinger orders his assistants Butch and Reuben to get rid of these annoying puppies at any cost. A few days later, Kendra asks the mayor to turn off the cloud catcher due to overload, but Humdinger refuses, not wanting to ruin the beautiful weather. He has other things on his mind right now. He is ceremoniously opening a new subway line with several loops that look like roller coasters. A subway train goes up one of these loops and gets stuck. All the passengers are trapped, hanging upside down in the subway cars. Mayor Humdinger immediately escapes, and the Paw Patrol receives a call asking for help. The brave pups rush to rescue the city residents, and Liberty joins them. Rocky the Strong and Sky strengthen the noose to prevent the train from falling down. The racer runs to save people. He tries to get into one of the subway cars with the help of a rope, but looks down and freezes in fear. Marshall is sent to save people. Fortunately, this spotted puppy is much braver and copes with his task more successfully. Sky gets to the racer and saves his friend. Raider hugs the racer and suggests that he take a short vacation. The offended puppy runs away in frustration. Raider and the other team members try to find him, but they are unsuccessful. The thing is that the racer is kidnapped by Batch and Ruben. They lock the puppy in a large kennel. There are Hero meets other dogs, among whom are the naive Barney, the arrogant Dolores, and several other puppies. It turns out that Mayor Humdinger hates dogs so much that he catches them and locks them up here. With Liberty's help, Ryder finds out that a lot of dogs have been going missing lately. The boy is sure that Mayor Humdinger is involved. But how do you find out where the poor puppies are kept? Liberty offers herself as bait. She disrupts Mayor Humdinger's interview, which causes her to be immediately grabbed and taken to the very same kennel where the racer is already sitting. There, Liberty tries to restore the racer's faith in himself, and soon the captive dogs are rescued by the Paw Patrol. Toughman breaks through the wall on a bulldozer, and finally everyone is free. The dogs immediately run after Ruben and Butch to take revenge for all the insults. The Paw Patrol returns to base, and Ryder and Racer go to the place where the boy once saved him. Ryder says that he invited him to the team for his incredible bravery and courage. Racer is given his collar, and the puppy returns to the team. Meanwhile, the Cloudcatcher is becoming increasingly overloaded. Kendra begs Mayor Humdinger to turn it off before it explodes. But in response, the man breaks the control panel of this miracle machine. He erects a huge tower in his honor on top of one of the skyscrapers and boasts that it is his new office. Soon the Cloudcatcher really does break down, and all the clouds it caught return to the sky. Because of this, the weather quickly deteriorates, and a real storm begins. Kendra calls the Paw Patrol for help. Our little heroes immediately set off on their new mission. Everyone has their own cool transport, except Liberty. Ryder hands her a new motorcycle and a patrol uniform, but without a collar or tag. Liberty is absolutely happy. The Paw Patrol in full force rides to the skyscraper, where Mayor Humdinger's office is located. Some of the puppies take people to shelter, and the racer heroically saves passers-by from a car flying at them. Sky rises into the sky to turn off the Cloudcatcher, and Zuma turns his car into a submarine and saves a car that fell into the water. He is actively helped by the brave Liberty. Ryder takes the elevator up to Mayor Humdinger's office. The mean mayor wants to wait out the storm with his kittens and refuses to leave the building. Meanwhile, the tower begins to collapse, the power goes out, and Ryder has to manually connect the elevator cables to get Mayor Humdinger and his pets down. Ryder then tries to go down the elevator shaft himself using ropes. However, the building continues to collapse and Ryder ends up trapped. Racer sees this and rushes to help his friend. He gets on a motorcycle and races towards the skyscraper. Using suction cups, he climbs up the tower and realizes that he needs to make an incredible jump to get to Ryder. The Ryder is very scared and almost falls down. However, he is even ready to risk his life to save his friend. The racer jumps and lands in the part of the tower where Ryder is. The boy is crushed by a large concrete slab, but the racer manages to lift it and pull his friend out. Sky finds a Cloudcatcher in the sky and tries to catch it in a net, but she fails. Then Sky uses the kamikaze technique and flies her helicopter straight to the dangerous device. Managing to eject, an explosion occurs literally at the last second. The Cloudcatcher is destroyed, and the weather immediately improves. The entire Paw Patrol team is safe. And most importantly, the racer has regained his confidence. The rescued townspeople congratulate the team on a successful mission. Taking advantage of the moment, Mayor Humdinger wants to run away, but Sky uses her mini drone to catch the mean mayor. In the process, he even ends up without pants. The fifth humiliation of the week. The Paw Patrol receives an honorary key to the Adventure City. Ryder announces that Liberty is the newest member of their team and presents her with a personal badge. The boy makes a ceremonial speech, but is interrupted by a phone call. The pups are called to a new mission, and they immediately rush to the next call.